Hi everyone, it's Davina and Fiona and Frankie, and we're Want More Babies 2015, and I saw this, I saw this tag on my friend's channel, and it's your earliest childhood memory, and I thought I would participate. And my earliest childhood memory would be, let's see, my birthday's in May, so it's about a month maybe before my 4th birthday. And I was playing, and I wanted a tricycle. I was the only girl in the family for years, and I wanted a tricycle because my cousins had it, and Mom bought me a Barbie Big Wheel, but I didn't want that. I wanted what they had. So it was, I can't think of the name of it now, but it was red, and it had the big wheels and the little step, and it was really awesome at the time, and I loved that thing. And Mom, finally, her and Dad went looking and looking and looking. They found one for me at a yard sale, so they got it. And I was all excited. I played with that thing every day. I rode it in the house. I rode it on the back porch. I rode it every day. And we lived in, it was my grandma's house we lived in. But the driveway, it wasn't like, like that, a real bad slope. But it was, little slope. But if a toy or something got to rolling and you didn't grab it, it would go straight into the road. And we didn't live on the main road, but it was still pretty busy. And I didn't want my tricycle getting tore up or hit by a car or something, so I went running after it. And I fell. And I didn't really fall hard. I didn't twist anything. I just down. I grabbed my tricycle, of course. And Dad's hollering at me, but then he was realizing I wasn't getting up. I was just sitting there. So he hollered at Mom, and she came to see what was going on. And Dad's like, "Oh, I seen her. She didn't even fall hard. She's fine. She just don't want to get up." But it kind of hurt. It wasn't bad, but it kind of hurt. And they took me to the ER, and they did x-rays, and they said, "Oh, it's a bad sprain. She'll walk on it, in a couple days." Well, a couple days came and went, and I didn't. And that went on for a while, for about probably 2 weeks, and Mom was getting frustrated because I was crying that it hurt, and I wouldn't walk on it. And she took me back to the ER, and she told him, she said, "Something's going on. She's not like this. There's something wrong." And there was a new doctor. He had just graduated, and he was finishing up and everything. He was in his residency. And Mom's like, "Great, we got a student who don't really even know what they're doing." And I remember that so clear. And he did a x-ray, and it looked like a hairline. Looked like a hair. And the nurse says, "Oh, that's not the bone. That's, it's her clothes, a thread or something." So I remember they had Mom take my pants off, and they redid it, and it was still there. And the nurse was like, "Oh, that can't be a break, And he redid it one more time, and he zoomed in on the area, and sure enough, it was a hairline fracture of the main bone.
That's why it was called a hairline.
Yeah, very funny. And it was shocking because everybody's, they had been x-raying my leg on and off for, almost a month, and they wasn't finding anything. And then they did, and it was like, thank God. But I was cranky. I mean, I was 3, almost 4. I was cold. They wouldn't let me have my pants back on, and that wasn't, I was cranky. And they put me in the room where they did the cast, and they had me on the table, and she gave me a blanket and a pillow, and of course I did like any 3 or 4-year-old would do. I took a nap, and I woke up with a cast on that went from my hip all the way down to my foot, and I wore that thing for 2 months, and I hated it, But I got really good at crutches at the time when I was little. You know, here's this little tiny thing running around on crutches. I mean, I was fast on them. But, you know, I was lucky because they said that if I'd have put weight on it, it would have misaligned it and then they had to re-break it. So, yeah, sometimes, not all, but sometimes being stubborn pays off. So that's my earliest memory. And like I said, that was about a month before I turned 4. And yeah, I remember that very clearly. I remember how bad it itched and drove me crazy. Yeah. So that is my earliest childhood memory. And I am almost at 6 minutes. I'm at 5 something. So oh, sorry about that. I'm going to turn her around and show you the front of her little outfit. And then I'll go ahead and go. Come on, baby. Show your auntie. It says, what happens at Grandma's stays at Grandma's. And then the little pants say sleep tight. And then she's got her little Rudolph slippers on. So I wanted to make her more comfortable because she's laying in the crib and she didn't look very comfortable at all. So, yeah. Well, that's everything. And I hope you enjoy my memory. And, yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.